Hi everyone, this is Rachel from Licking Floss, back for my second video, and I do want to say thank you to everyone who left such a sweet comment. I don't think I got one mean comment in my first video, so I appreciate that. I did get a couple comments about Licking Floss. They were good intention. I think they wanted me to understand that our saliva isn't the best for the fibers that we work with, and I totally understand that and I respect that. um but with my pieces, I have right now I have one heirloom and I don't lick their floss. I know it's controversial, but I don't lick my chatelaine, because I can't wash it. None of the fibers are really color fast. um so I understand the importance of not licking floss. Um, yeah, I don't lick my chatelaine floss, so I'll say that. Okay, thank you everyone. I appreciate it. And I realized I didn't give a proper introduction to myself in my last video. So I do want to go talk about my history of crafting and how I came to be obsessed over cross stitch. So a little bit about myself. I am Alaska Native, and I do come from a long line of crafters. I have beaters, I have furriers, I have baleen carvers. Here, let me go grab a piece. Okay, I have baleen crafted by family members. Um, Baleen is whalebone, or the teeth of the whale. Um, so a lot of my family have been crafters, and I've started ever since I was little. I tried almost every craft, and it wasn't until I went to college and my freshman roommate, I saw her sitting across from the room, and she was just sitting there doing something, looking at a chart. I think it was probably a dimensions chart. She was looking at a chart, making a couple stitches, looking at the chart. I was like, what is she doing? And then she told me about it, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And then maybe it wasn't a couple years later after that that um, I picked up my first kit, and it was a dimension stamped. It was the chickadee. It was a chickadee. There were stamped X's on the fabric. I had no idea what I was doing. I don't have it. I got rid of it. I looked at it recently, or like maybe a couple years ago, and I was like, this looks terrible, and I just got rid of it. I was like, there's no saving this. Yeah, so there's that. And then, so I did a couple things other than the chickadee. I think there was, sorry, I had to stop there for a second. The kids are supposed to be sleeping, but they're not right now. Um, they might go to sleep in a second. But so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I made a couple smaller little kit things, probably from Michael's or something. And then I completely dropped the hobby for years. And then it wasn't until I was pregnant with my second one that I picked it up again. I made a little Baby Yoda ornament. I made a couple small kits, and then I bought the Dimensions kit again, and it was the Oriental Peacock, which I recently finished and gave it to my mother-in-law. Yeah, so that's, and then I've just been obsessed ever since. So what has happened since the last video is Maggie, aka Kitchuit, she posted, or she shared, that there's a new cross stitch store opening up soon in South Carolina, and I was like, hey, I live pretty close by, so sorry, my cat made a noise. So I looked it up, where it was gonna be, and it was a little bit of a drive, and so I was like, hey, I want to go to this. And so my husband, I had the whole morning. I drove there, like the hour and a half there. I wandered around stitching Kitten in, I think, Columbus, South Carolina, or Columbia, somewhere in South Carolina, stitching Kitten. And I got a bit of haul from there. And yeah, why don't I just show you what I got from Stitch and Kitten. So I have, you should see the mess in front of me right now. I got so much haul recently. The last it was supposed to be a 6-month no buy, but I made it to 4 months of no buying. And Stitch and Kitten is what kind of broke that camel's back, and so I just kind of bought everything recently. So this is what I got from Stitch and Kitten. It's a little haul. I'm gonna do some haul at the moment. So I got this Glendon Place, Sleepy Hollow, and then I got the beads that went to it. This was on my 123 Stitch wish list. So I got a couple things for my 123 Stitch wish list. And then I got this Gathering Acorns series, Cottage Garden Samplings, the little squirrel. I love the little squirrel, it's so cute. And then I got the beaver, Cottage Garden Samplings. And then I got this Plum Street sample. I'm not really into samplers, but I saw this and I really like the house. This Happy Morning Plum Street sampler chart. I got one of these Amazon bags. I figure why not give it a shot. Everyone talks about them, so I feel like can't go wrong with a good project bag. I got 2 Dinky Dye Silk, a brown and a red. It was Iron Bark and Shades of Wine. This was supposed to be for a Christmas whip. Well, I want to start a Christmas thing coming up soon, and I needed a brown and a red, so I got those. I also got this Whisper thread for, I forget who makes it, but it says Autumn. It has a little black cat, I think, in it, and I think Teresa Little Stitcher made her black cat with the whisper thread to make it really fuzzy, and I thought that was a good idea, so I wanted to copy Teresa. And then I got 28 bowhin needles, size 28 bowhin needles, and then my first time ever trying some ball tip needles. And I did use one of these to help me frog. So they were really nice and frogging. So if you need to frog anything and you use needles to frog, I like the ball. These were super helpful and made things go super smooth. Okay, and that was everything I got from Stitch and Kitten. And then Sheba Designs posted that they were making this new bag with printed vinyl, and I said I have to have it after all this no buying, and then I was just like, I have to have it. But it's the cutest little project bag. It has mushrooms on it, and I loved everything about it, and I just had to have it. I don't know, I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it. Something earthy, probably. Okay, and then I think, where did I go next? Oh yeah, so after Stitch and Kitten, the trip to, me and the kids made a trip to Texas for a little bit to visit family. And so I decided to send send a giant order up from 123 Stitch to Texas, so it would be there when I arrived. And I did do that. I sent a giant order. It's my largest order I ever made with 123 Stitch. So I got, from 123 Stitch, I got this Dimensions kit. I liked it, so I wanted it. The blue flower, this is Morning Sampler, Moonlight Sampler, and it says, what's it say? Though my soul may set in the darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. And I thought about making this for my mother-in-law because she has these beautiful moonflowers that she really likes, and I think those moonflowers are in here. So I thought it'd be nice to have. I also got 3 Mira and 1 Nora Corbett chart, and this one was the Nora chart, and it's the Willow, what's it called? Willow Queen. And I thought this would be a perfect complement to my, where is she? Cathedral Wood Goddess. I just thought they'd look great right next to each other on my wall at some point. And then I was thinking for my next Mira starts, because it would be these Royal Games 1 and 2. They would also be great companion pieces next to each other on the wall. And then I don't see too many people stitching this up, but it is this stone lady, stone roses. And I thought that would be really gorgeous too, but I'm trying to think about what kind of fabric would go good with her. At the moment, I'm kind of leaning towards a burnt orange fabric, but we'll see. I don't know. This one I won't start for a long time. And then I got the bear cottage garden samplings. And then I got a bunch of stuff I want to start coming, or I want to start probably in November. It's this Country Cottage Needleworks. It's the gingerbread town thing. I got all of them, and I got all the specialty floss that are required. So I'm gonna start that in November after Halloween at some point. And then I also got I started this and I completed it. I finished it. I gave it to my mother-in-law. She likes llamas. So that's back in Texas. But it's a cute little Mill Hill llama. Oh yeah, okay. I think this is no, it's not the last thing I bought. This is the last thing. I got this from my 1, 2, 3 stitch order. It's a happy scarecrow, and my littlest kid has been obsessed with scarecrows, so I thought it'd be fun to make him a little happy scarecrow. So I've been working on that the last couple days. Oh, I also got I also got the specialty floss. Everything required for that happy scarecrow, the fabric, and the floss for the scarecrow I also ordered and am working with. I also got these Cosmo floss. I wanted to sample their colors. I wanted to see what they look like in real life, because I want to use Cosmo floss for Fruits of Plenty Sal 2021 for the Modern Folk embroidery. But I'm really liking these two at the moment, but also I don't think this one's dark enough, so I kind of want to get the navy Cosmo floss to see how that would compare with these 3. So yeah, I got that. What else? So that was my 1, 2, 3 stitch order. And then while I was in Texas, I visited the local needle shop or needleworker shop, LNS. It's called 3 Stitches. It's near Houston. It's outside of Houston in the suburb area. I don't remember, like Cypress or Spring Cypress or something like that. I got these little needle minders, and they're super cute. These are the best needle. I don't care for the price. I don't like the price. It's expensive, but these are the best needle minders I've ever used. They're super strong. Yeah. And then while also in Texas, I checked out their Michaels to see what they have, and they had these little fabrics, 28 counts Monaco and 28 count Irish linen. Can't have too many fabrics. Okay. I think that is it for my haul. Okay, and now we can move on to finishes. I did have 2 finishes. I had this llama finish and then this cow finish. They are both in Texas. The finishes are in Texas. One for my mother-in-law and one for my husband's aunt. The cow, surprisingly, took a lot longer than I thought it would. Not just because of the beadings, but the stitching itself. It took longer, and it took longer than I thought. It took me about a month to finish that cow, and I was surprised. Okay, so I think that's all my haul. So what's next? So new starts. I did have, like I said, where is it? The Scarecrow. This is where I'm at with the Scarecrow. This is my new start. Or it's upside down. Okay. The Scarecrow. I am using all the call for fabric and floss and everything that goes with it. I started this a couple days ago. I don't know what, like I said, I'm very bad at start dates. I started a couple days ago. There you go, yay. Okay. And then what else have I done? Okay, I have also been working on my Cathedral Wood Goddess to get her finished for the Queen City Stitch Retreat. I think last time I showed you, there was no skin, so I went back and I did the skin with the called for colors, 2/1 tent stitch. This is either 28 or 32 count. What is it? 32 count Swamp Belfast linen. Picture this plus. So I just need to finish working on the top of her head, or I guess her head, the rest of her neck and her head and her chest. And she's looking really good. So I do plan on continuing with that. And I keep all of Cathedral Wood Goddess in the Sheba Design bag. I do have a lot of Sheba Design bags, and I have a lot of Goose bags. Oh, there's some chart. There you go. And yeah, I've been working on her. What else have I been working on? Okay. Before I went to Texas, I did a couple more stitches, not a whole lot, in Unexpected Visitor. So I made a couple single leg stitches right there, and then I'll go back and finish the legs on a different day. I've just barely touched that one. I haven't done much in that one. But I have done a bit more before I went to Texas. I didn't bring this one to Texas, but I did work on, what's this, Foxglove Cottage more. So I probably just worked somewhere over here. I'm not sure where, just more along the diagonal. And this is 28 count 1/1 full cross. Oh, let me go through here. So Unexpected Visitor is 18 counts, probably some kind of Charles Craft linen I got from Michael's or somewhere. And then this one, like I said, this one was called for, but what was the called for? I don't remember the called for. It's 35 counts linen silk in corn or corn husk or something. There's that. Okay. Got that out of the way. And then I barely stitched this one, but I thought I'd show you guys. This is my, I don't know where the cover is, but this is the dimensions kit, the shop. I think in my Wet Parade there was a dangling white thread, so all I did was stitch that in. I didn't do anything else, haven't touched it since. And I just keep that in its packaging. So what's next? Okay, I think the last whip that I've been working on has been my chatelaine. So for my Whip Parade, I was talking about frogging. Okay, that's just my cat, sorry. So in my Whip Parade, I talked about frogging some stuff because in my printed copy, the back stitching isn't super clear in what's what. So I got a little confused, so I frogged everything that was in these boxes. And then I put my chatelaine back on its frame, or its Q-snaps, and its cover, and I got it ready for me to stitch it next time. Sometimes the fabric does come out. This is 32 counts. Autumn Splendor by Fabrics by Stephanie. Sometimes it does appear more pink, sometimes it appears more red. It is more of a purpley red, I guess, wine. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, that's my shadowing. So I do want to get back to that one. That is the plan. And I keep my shadowing supplies in this Goose bag. And I know I heard somewhere that you're not supposed to, plastic and silk don't go together very well. I'm not sure the rules there, but like I said, I don't lick my shadowing floss because I cannot wash it because it's not color fast materials I'm working with. Yeah, so everyone can rest there. I'm trying to find if there's anything else that I had done. Okay, I think I've covered everything. What I want to do is work on some autumn themed projects. Like I want to work on my scarecrow. I want to work on, this isn't super autumn themed, but I do want to keep finishing her. So let's go through this. So I want to work on my scarecrow. I'm done with Christmas for now. I had a little Christmas thing going for a while, but I think I'm done now. So I got the scarecrow I want to work on. Unexpected visitors I want to work on. There was something else I wanted to work on. I don't remember. Maybe, no, I had another fall thing I wanted to work on. Sorry, I don't remember. Stay tuned and you'll find out in the next video. Yeah. Okay, so far, Cathedral Wood Goddess, Unexpected Visitor, and Happy Scarecrow. And I do want to put in a couple stitches in my shadow lane. Okay, I might put 100 Owls back on the cube snaps, so it'll be handy for me to work on if I ever want to reach for it. So I thought I was going to be a long form content Flosstuber, but it doesn't appear so. Yeah. I wish I was a long form content Flosstuber, but I guess I'm not. Which is fine. I don't have to be what my dreams are made out of. But yeah. Okay, I think that. All right, everyone. I'll probably see you guys in about 2 weeks. The kids are not sleeping, so I'll talk to you guys later.